tell you one thing, bro. Look. Look at this. Look at my screensaver. Look at this. Look at my man. That's my guy too. But this boy, I hated him at first. I hated him at first, but I was pissed. Yo, every week go by, I say, man, that statue gonna come up, bro. We gotta put that statue up, bro. So CJ Stroud, we faced the Cincinnati Bengals. He went to Cincinnati. Now, look, I told you last week. When I don't go to church, we lose. But I try something different. I did something against Tampa Bay. I went home, took a nap, woke up at 3:05. Woke up at 3:05, just like last week. And at 3:05 specifically, we have a lead. We're up like 3 points. I'm like, oh, we actually win this game. Can we actually can I finish this? And then, Joe Burrow like, no, I'm that man. But then Tyler Boyd dropped that pass. I got a little plot. That was all I needed. CJ said, oh, you give me a little plot. That's all we need. And game them boys. Got a field goal. Shout out to Matt Amendola. Now, CJ threw an interception. Terrible interception. And he had some fumbles. But, my man, hey, at the end of the game, boy, that man got ice in his veins. I said, boy, this man clutch. I got a clutch player. I tell you, there's so many quarterbacks the Houston Texans have employed. I know blowing a 10-point lead at the end of the game, I know we losing that game. I know it's an overtime game. I know Cincinnati getting the ball first, and I know they gaming me. But for the first time, there's a little plot coming my way. Yo. And people this week been, CJ Stroud been on a lot of freaking thumbnails and YouTube, boy. I mean, CJ Stroud been on a ton of thumbnails. First take start off the day, talk about CJ Stroud on Monday. I said, I don't know what this is like. I never had nothing like that. Freaking NFL just put the mic'd up. I'm saying NFL had just uploaded like they're mic'd up, and they had CJ Stroud on the cover, and CJ wasn't even mic'd up. I don't even know why. Like he didn't talk at all, but they have him on the cover. Like, are you trying to gas him? Like, why would you do that? I thought I was looking for CJ's mic'd up, but they just mic'd up the Bengals coach. I'm like, what the heck is that? Regardless, people saying CJ should be in the MVP conversation. I don't be saying too many things because I know people be listening to me. So I'm just gonna like put it to the side. I'm just let them boys play. But Casey, I see you got your Houston Texan hat. I know you're very confident. You're one game behind Jacksonville. I know you're very confident, and I know you say the wrong thing, my plot go away. But I'm curious, what you thinking about the Houston Texans?
Hold on. Can we stop with those disclaimers? Like you like, come on, bro, just let him talk. Like you trying to. I see what you're doing, Jesse, but it's cool. But stop with the disclaimers.
Casey, do what you want to do, bro. But hey, how you feeling about the Houston Texans? Is CJ Stroud in the MVP conversation, and can we win the AFC South?
It depends on how next week goes. Let's watching a little bit of that Cardinal game. They might sneak up on us.
This ain't the Casey I know. I don't know who this is. This corporate. This Jesse probably texted you before, but that's definitely not the Casey I know.
That man knew, boy. That man knew he.
I'm looking for the real Casey.
But if we handle business, that game next week comes. That game next week against Jacksonville and Houston becomes a big one.
I thought you said last week if y'all beat the Bengals, so like
I said,
y'all did that, so y'all beat a really good team. What y'all gonna do to the Cardinals? I mean, if y'all could beat the Bengals, then it's like the second best right. QB in the NFL, like Cardinals.
Boy, Colin, hey, look, Casey, I know when you say what you gonna say, Colin Murray about set some records, boy. I'm just saying that's.
Keep it.
But now I think about it, it's weird because y'all lost to the Panthers, we lost to the Cardinals, and now we both face each other. Like we faced the Panthers, and y'all faced the Cardinals. So
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying. I don't want both.
It's a little bit of destiny going on.
Yeah,
no, y'all definitely. Take. Obviously you should be. You gonna do what you gonna do. Me, I look. I know this. Look, we all hyped up. We got the red helmets. We got the uniforms.
The
he's gonna look. Yeah, color rush uniforms.
Leader.
No, wait. And
Candidate.
then he in the conversation. And then we go face these boys, right? We're obviously gonna be very hyped. CJ said all the fans need to come and get hyped, so it should be a good environment. But at the same time, I'm gonna tell you, I know. Look, Kyler Murray looked good against Atlanta. I don't know, he looked really good against Atlanta. Yeah. If it was Clayton Tune, I'll tell you this: if it was Clayton Tune still, I wouldn't even, because I don't expect Clayton Tune to do some Drew Lock stuff to me. So if it was Clayton Tune, then I'd be like, okay, maybe I'm fine. I can talk a little more. But Kyler Murray, nah, I'm relaxed, bro. Don't overlook this game. I know they looking toward Jacksonville. I know Jacksonville's on the horizon. I know. Don't overlook. Pay attention to what's in front of you. Because I was happy. I was hyped again. We faced Carolina. I was like, we're going to face Carolina. Ain't winning game. right? We just won. We beat the Saints. We got for a bye. We're gonna beat Carolina. I'm not doing that again. I messed up, but I'm smarter now. I'm smarter now.
You wised up.
You got to handle business. Just make that Jacksonville game mean something.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, like, and with the C.J. Stroud MVP conversation, Casey, he believes in the conversation, right? He's in the talks, right? Yeah, like I'm not. Some people saying he's the leader. I'm not gonna like. I ain't jumping too far ahead of nobody. I only tell you this. This is the only thing I'm gonna tell you. Only thing I'm gonna tell you. He the only one so far up to date. Like y'all listening, right? Up to date so far, he's the only one with a really good story. Usually, the winner of the MVP has the best narrative or the best story. See Westbrook 2016, the best story possible. You can't beat it, right? Now, if you look at all the other quarterbacks, Josh Allen's mid, Justin Herbert can't close, Lamar Jackson choking the fourth quarter. Hey, shout out to Cleveland, right? We're gonna Patrick Mahomes, the defense better than the offense. Who else is a good quarterback? Joe Burrow just lost to CJ Stroud. So far,
Nah, just say it with your chest, dog.
Yeah, you said it like the Texans a bad team.
Hey.
What?
I said you said it like they're a bad team. You said.
I mean,
Joe Burrow just lost to the.
I know they just lost. Like Joe Burrow's case wouldn't make sense. He just lost to CJ Stroud. So like
a really good team
in his house.
I know, but CJ went into Cincinnati, right? Threw the 300 yards and had the game-winning drive. Obviously, the team did well. The defense played really well. Shout out to them. Almost choked the game, though. We almost choked it. It's Tyler Boyd racking up yards until he dropped the pass. Thank goodness.
That was just karma. They was kind of holding the Texans with those calls. Even that fumble, like when they said it was a fumble, when he really like threw the ball, like, come on, bro, like that shit was crazy. Like, why you? I couldn't respect that win if they won. Like, why you cheating for them? How you cheating for the better team? Like, it just don't make sense, bro. Like, so I'm glad they lost. I wanted them to win, but I don't want you to win like that. You know, win like legitimately. So, you know, him dropping that was just karma. So, you know, y'all got the win. Be the good team. Great team, if you want to say.
I'm gonna say something I know you guys want to say, but you won't say it. Okay. To me, the ability for the Texans to win out right now is very likely.
Oh, you know, I'd never say that in my life.
I know. That's why I'm gonna say it for you.
See, I mean, yesterday.
Yeah, if y'all make the playoffs, definitely win the MVP.
It won't be easy for y'all to win out, but I'd give it like a 65-70% chance.
He said 65-70. He ain't say like 40 or 45. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's really. I mean, I think the Jags probably the best team y'all face going forward.
I think we face Cleveland, and we face New York.
Cleveland
in New York, I believe. I think it's in New York, and that's a house of horrors. So.
Yeah, we got the Jets in New York when we play them.
That's a scary game. That game terrified me because I know how quarterbacks play in New York against this team, and that's I can't. I'm scared for all that. And then I know Will Levis. I know Tennessee. That's one of them teams that could be a little tricky. And I know like the little Will Levis. Like if Will Levis has a good game, people gonna start saying some ridiculous things to me because I know some Tennessee guys. Like when he threw 4 touchdowns, people in Tennessee were like, "Hey, I think Will Levis is actually the best." They started chatting a little bit. I said, "I don't like that. I don't like that." So you have to take care of that. And then Gardner Minshew, who was carving us up crazy in that first game when we faced them at home, we in Indianapolis. I ain't saying none of that. What you said was crazy. If he does that, if CJ does that, then that is like, that's heaven. Like, that is the guy. Like, we found the guy. Like, that's the
reason why I'm kind of like on the higher side of confidence with that is because with this Bengals game, you guys kind of found the running game. So if you can sustain that, and obviously CJ Stroud sustains his play, then it makes your chances of winning each of these games a lot higher for me.
Yeah. They average 5 yards a carry. That's crazy.
Last week I said if y'all get a good running game, it's easy.
Shout out to Singletary.
Five a carry on 30 attempts.
We haven't run the ball. We haven't run the ball 30 times in a while.
And it probably would have been higher, but it would have been higher. But at the end of the game, you know, when it's almost like when the Texans were up, of course, you know, they're gonna stack the line of scrimmage. But for the most part, hey, he was getting like, man, he was running crazy. If I'm Bryce Young, I'll be mad too. If you got a team like that around you,
I
getting
love he
5 a
said that.
carry.
That man said
Well,
that
I
one
would
game. He
I,
talking
I
about
would
if I'm
love that,
Bryce Young, I'm gonna tell
man.
you,
And that head coach.
And then look, because he found a way to minimize CJ, but it
And
ain't gonna
Noah
work. I
Brown
ain't working with me.
be
It ain't gonna
wide
work with
open.
me.
Like I never seen somebody
Because
that wide open.
Yeah,
look,
man.
watch this.
Like
now
damn,
watch
like
this.
nobody 5 yards within him.
Watch this.
Either
I'm
he
gonna tell you this.
running
Look.
hell of a routes.
No,
Oh,
Bobby Slowick.
Mute him.
I will tell you this. Bobby Slowick, I'm gonna shout out. Bobby Slowick is better than wherever the Panthers got. Because Bobby Slowick, you gotta take people from 49ers. Yeah, you gotta take people from San Francisco. And the thing I was always pissed with Bill O'Brien was that he couldn't scheme these players open. Like everybody, all our catches was just like the most hard. It was never like just wide
except
open.
that
But
wide open touchdown against the Chiefs. That was
yeah,
a nice
well,
game play.
no,
He
yeah,
ran a bubble.
You say that blow
He ran a
coverage.
bubble screen, fake.
You try to hype up Bill O'Brien.
Straight down the
New England fans don't like Bill O'Brien.
No, I'm not.
Houston
I'm
fans
just
don't like
saying.
Bill O'Brien. Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
I digress. I continue.
I'm telling you, look. I know I love hindsight because hindsight like to play with me. I even looked up. There's even articles that exist saying, "Bro, Bryce Young's going to a great. Usually, number 1 overall picks go to a bad situation, but he's going to a great situation." I said, "What?" They said the offensive line last year was improved, playing well, and they resigned most and all the offensive starters. I said, "What?" I said, "Look, I know hindsight beautiful. I'm gonna tell you, Bryce Young. Maybe Bryce Young come to Houston, he probably would be playing better. You know why I'm saying that? Because Bobby Slow gonna scheme up some good plays. Frank Reich ain't gonna do it. He's not doing his thing right. But he not doing 15-2. He not 15-2 and leading the league in passing yards per game. He not doing that. I swear I just
never
don't
know.
believe that. And that's good with me, boy. We will never know. Now look, I'm not giving up. I'm not gonna give up on Bryce Young. Like I want Bryce Young still to succeed. Because if I'm already successful myself, I don't have a reason for him to fail.
Oh, you
like,
pity him. Okay. You gonna pity him? That's even worse, honestly. I don't like pity.
No, but look, it's okay. I'm not gonna lie. It's sad when he comes to the podium, and then like they ask him questions,
You're
and
just cooking him.
And he says a lot, and he's just like, yeah, his voice is low, his inflection low, and I'm just like, dang, bro, And the funny thing when he came into the huddle against Chicago, he was hyping up everybody in the huddle, like, hey, let's go effing do this. Like he was hyped, and then his game was terrible. I was like, dang.
They gonna put that boy on Zoloft. He depressed.
Yeah. And he faced Dallas next week. That's tough. That's tough. So if you can't beat Chicago, you're not gonna beat Dallas. So I'm just saying, like, Bryce Young, I want you to do successful. I want you to be good. I'm already good. Feel me? I know. Look, it hurt because misery loves company. If you look at anybody in that 2021 class, terrible draft class. You look at that 2021 draft class, Trevor Lawrence was struggling, right? But so was Zach Wilson. So was Justin Fields. So it was fine. Like if you're a Jags fan, you're like, okay, I'm fine. It's whatever, right? But if Zach Wilson was balling and Trevor Lawrence sucked, Jags fans would be sick. So it's just misery loves company. We all like to suck at the same time. So
yeah, but I mean, at least he was a great prospect coming out.
Funny guy.
So you had, you have hope. To me, I didn't see Bryce Young as some great prospect.
And you
now,
did.
He may turn into that, but I didn't see that. I didn't see him as the next Andrew Luck or.
He said he would be another Baker Mayfield. That's what that man said, and I know he said that just to spite me.
No, I didn't. Because I mean, if you listen, I didn't say anything about CJ because I didn't see enough of his game.
Because you didn't know, or maybe you didn't know, but you didn't know that it was like we could get or we're probably going to get CJ. I felt like you was like you're probably going to have a shot at Bryce Young. So because I was saying a lot about Bryce Young.
Yeah, and then you also said we may get CJ. You said that because. At that point, I don't think y'all were the number 1 seed. I mean, had the number 1 draft pick. Yeah,
and you cooked me a lot for that too. You did cook me for that. You was like, you kept with the little shots like you had the number 1 pick. You kept cooking me on that.
Yeah, because you wanted it. You wanted the number 1. So that's why.
I wanted. I'll say I wanted Bryce Young. I'm gonna lie to you.
Once again, hindsight. You wanted him.
It is hindsight. I did. I won't lie to you. I'm not gonna be the guy.
So CJ not even your guy.
No, that's tough.
That's
I wanted. I'll tell you like
that's tough.
Damn.
When we lost to
bandwagon,
when we lost to the Colts, he trying to find a way to minimize again. When we lost to the Colts, I wanted Bryce Young, right? When we got the number 2 pick, I said, okay, Bryce Young does not exist anymore. I'm going for CJ Stroud. the Chicago or Carolina, whoever, they got Bryce Young, I'm going to get CJ Stroud. And then it was like, CJ may not come out. There was like, CJ may not come into the draft. I said, oh, no, don't do that to me now. Please don't kill me like that, because don't go back to Ohio State. Please come to the draft. I need a quarterback badly. And he said, I'm coming in. I said, okay, bet. CJ, let's get CJ. We got CJ. And remember the clip. I'll show you the clip. If we didn't draft the quarterback with a number 2 pick, there would have been a mutiny in this, you know what. But I would have lost my freaking mind, and I would have been a complete free agent. I wouldn't have watched football for years. If we didn't if I'd have seen Davis Mills play some more football, I'd have been out of here. I wouldn't be able to watch.
I would have picked you up. I would have picked you up off the waiver wire.
It was definitely time to get rid of Davis Mills. I could not stand another season of him.
How you fell off that hard?